spooky stuff. It's cool, right? We like that here.
We do. It's enjoyable.
Yes. The main area of conversation that we were thinking of going in today was old Gen Z nostalgic spooky stuff, which I would argue is the best flavor of spooky stuff.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion. Yeah. So there are a lot of classic things out there that shook us youths to our core back in the day. There's a lot of yeah. So
Traumatizing is the right word.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I feel like we were subjected to. I know that you know, older folks go on about youths today have it so well. We had it so bad. I had to walk 20 miles to go to school. We had to sit through freaking like salad fingers.
We had to watch Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's for the first time and act like that was a normal thing to do.
Yes, like that. Yes.
Enjoyable media.
Yeah. Also, like that video. Sometimes I feel like imagine the timeline if that video never came out. Like
it wouldn't be right.
If Markiplier. No, yeah. If Markiplier didn't upload that video, the world would just be. I don't know whether it would be a better or worse place, but it would be a different place.
I don't want to find out.
It would be a different place. It's like, yeah, it's weird to think about how the massive impacts of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll give you a promotion here of your very good video about the cultural impact of FNAF.
Thank you very much.
that was a good video. Yes, I recommend it.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Really, really impressive.
Yes,
wow.
It was indeed. But yeah, FNAF. I said this earlier. In my opinion, FNAF had just as big as an impact on horror games as like 1978 Halloween had on like horror movies.
Absolutely, like, it was just the same amount of traumatic.
And the amount of absolute shit, in a good way, the amount of absolute shit that has come from that franchise. Not directly.
Yeah.
But not directly from the franchise, but like because of the franchise. But
the people that enjoy the franchise.
But in some weird way, I'm kind of glad that all that stuff exists. You know,
I think everyone would have grown up very differently if it didn't.
Yeah,
if it, like,
for better or worse. For better or worse.
We'd all be a lot more competent and sane.
True.
And we probably wouldn't do that thing where you turn the light switch off and then sprint up the stairs.
I don't know how long that's been around for, but I feel like there'll definitely be less of it. I saw an incredible video recently of like I'll see if I can get her, but it was like it was like someone like turned off the lights outside their like little sibling's room and then just like started on their phone playing the FNAF audio and just like the scream in the background. I love that video so much.
That would be me, realistically.
Yeah, just the scream. That was.
I can't go get a snack from the fridge because it's 3 a.m. and Freddy Fazbear might be in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was always scared that fucking Chica and her devilish eyes was gonna be standing outside my door.
You had a thing about her eyes.
All through childhood, Chica's eyes. Is that my Discord just then? All through childhood, Chica's eyes just really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know.
So, not eyes, but not the fact in the second game she can take off her mouth.
That didn't bother me at all. It was the
well.
it was the eyes of the the slight cross-eyed that bothered me. Similarly to that fucking thing. Similarly to that thing over there. With the fucking cross-eyed, it rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh well, who cares?
Yeah.
It's not like she's a lethal killing machine or anything.
No, yeah. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Foxy was always my favorite, as which I know is also I think is a quote from Phone Guy in the second game. But Foxy slays. I like Foxy.
I feel like he was the least scary because if you're gonna get jump scared by him, first of all you can tell. Second of all, it's just like,
yeah.
Like,
I should have put my Foxy Funko Pop on the shelf.
Have the same Funko Pop, so we could have.
I'm pretty sure I went as Foxy for Halloween when I was like something years old.
I don't remember that.
I'll put a photo. I'll put a photo in if I can find it in post. What? Sorry.
I dressed as Sans for Halloween.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yes.
And that has haunted me ever since. And I cannot shake that.
Yeah, I don't know, that Foxy Halloween costume was probably like my peak
You need to try.
I'm sure I can like ask my mum and be like, can you scroll back on your phone to like however many years ago it was.
Like 12 years ago.
I don't know. I would have been like what, 9, 10, so like 6, 7 years ago. I don't know.
Probably. Maybe. Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. I feel so old now.
I know that was a while ago.
Ooh, Gen Z is getting old, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're like, well, we're not one of the young. We're like average Gen Z. Like there are Gen Zs out there like 25 years old. I don't know. I don't know what the edge of. I don't know what the edge of Gen Z is. Probably like.
Well, I know the iPad kids, like the ones that are like 6 and 7 now. That's Gen Alpha.
Something like that. Yeah. We once were the iPad kids though, which is weird to think about.
I really can't speak. That's how
I had a Nexus tablet, so can I be let off the hook? I don't know.
No, because that's what you edited all your old videos.
True, I'm sure. Yeah, all my old videos were just like me holding my tablet mini apocalypse. Mini apocalypse. Jeez, I had an idea recently. Do you remember? Have you ever seen Dead Meat kill counts?
Yes, I love watching those.
I fucking love Dead Meat. I had a weird idea for at one point maybe on like I was gonna say maybe on like April 1st, but now the joke wouldn't make sense. But anyway, now that I've leaked it, of like doing a mini apocalypse kill count, like in the same style with the same music in the intro, and I put a little thing at the start saying, "Hey, don't call me this isn't plagiarism. This is parody and satire." So I was considering actually doing that. So,
you need to do it on you need to find out when you posted that video and then do it on the anniversary and upload it on the same day.
Yeah, 2016 there was the year. Yeah, someone gave me that idea and I just realized, oh my God, I have to do that. So
that would be funny. I would enjoy that.
I might do that on the anniversary then. But yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah, Mini Apocalypse was the classic slasher flick of the mid 2010s.
Oh, absolutely! Sleepless Nights, classic.
Yes. I'm sure that all the youths relate there. It was the
that's not niche at all.
It was the Exorcist of 2016.
I still have nightmares about it.
Yes, it was. I still have that friggin' Winnie the Pooh bear somewhere.
He's an icon. He needs to be in like a glass cage in like a museum.
I can put him there somewhere.
Yes.
I could put him in one of the. Yes. Actually, I know where it is. Let me just put it there. 1 minute.
Okay, I'm up for this.
I'll be back in a second.
I'm going to blabber to your people. Okay, right. This is my show now. What are we gonna talk about? When is Real Life Hello Neighbor 3 coming out? Sometime. Because that's going to happen. Is it too niche of a joke? That's too niche of a joke. How can I be entertaining? I lost my ring earlier. Yeah. I don't know how long that thing goes.
What was that, sorry?
Nothing!
Oh, okay. Well, you're about to see the most iconic prop in all of horror media. This
I'm excited.
thing,
Hit me.
this thing.
Oh, look at him!
The burns at the top as well.
Did you actually do that? I thought that was like special effects.
No, I'm pretty sure I snuck into my mum's makeup bag.
Oh dear.
It's just gonna sit on my SNES Classic Edition. There we go.
Oh, flexing.
Yes.
Okay, I'll get that fucking
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, he's just gonna vibe there. I would put him next to Garfield, but the N64 is there, so it's.
What is it? His eyes look like that.
That's what I was saying before. The cross-eyed, the most goofy ass looking ugly thing in the world.
That is horrendous. I hate it and love it at the same time.
It's not really Garfield. It's more just like an orange cat with like.
Generic cat.
Orange cat with stripes. Garfield, well, he does have stripes, but they're not like those kinds.
They're like vague stripes.
They're more like little black Wi-Fi symbols along the.
Oh my god, the 5G is killing you because
Yes.
Garfield is made by COVID.
Yes. Copyright COVID.
Ooh.
It's not what's his name? I was gonna call him Jim Carrey for a second. What's his name? Jim saying? Who?
Jim Carrey's the guy that does this.
Garfield. Jim Davis. That's the name. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. How do we get onto this conversation? Anyway.
Oh wow. Moving on.
Yeah. So, well, actually, it does relate. Someone sent me in my video about where people sent me creepy stuff. Gilbert
I remember that.
Gilbert Garfield really introduced me to a new section of myself that I didn't know was there before.
Oh dear.
That video was harrowing to even edit. Because I was just going to have to be... Because when you edit stuff, you have to sit through things a lot. Like, and repeat them a lot. So,
yeah.
They were just like... The amount of times I had to sit through those a second time at, like, midnight or whenever I was editing it.
Oh, God!
It was horrible.
I'm so sorry!
So it was like, freaking... What did you send? Obey the Walrus?
Yeah, I also sent the one where she falls onto the table.
I love that. I love There Is Nothing. Blank room soup, I think, as well.
That is my least favorite video on the internet.
I hate blank room soup.
Have you heard that there's like the rumor behind it?
I did, yeah. I was like, wasn't it like it was like from the dark web and someone stole a costume from like a set piece or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how true that is, but fair enough.
I doubt it. I doubt that's true.
Yeah, it seems like that didn't seem that likely. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's sitting through a lot of those at like midnight was just distressing.
Turning around.
Yeah, just like yeah. Also, is it bad that when I like looked over here, like Winnie the Pooh just like came into my line of sight and scared me a tiny bit because I forgot.
You're having PTSD from your own creation.
I am. I just looked over there. Well, because I'm not used to it being there, so I just did that.
True.
It was just a bear looking at me. But yeah, Five Nights at Winnie's. Oh no, that's a fan game that has not been made yet.
Five Nights at One Night in Flumpities, the egg one.
I loved one. I never played it, but like I used to watch like freaking like Markiplier and all that lot play One Night at Flumpities. That was a classic. Yeah.
And Five Nights at the Krusty Krab.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah. Have I seen that? Probably. My favorite was Five Nights at Candy's. That was a.
Yeah,
that was genuinely good. It was an actually good one as well. Yeah, Five Nights at Candy's 3 freaked me out. Like the one with the mouse.
They did really well with making it its own game while also being a parody of a game.
Yeah, I think they acknowledged Five Nights at Freddy's as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good. Yeah, it was a good fan game. I'm pretty sure like I might be wrong, but wasn't it referenced in one of the FNAF games? Like
it was. They put an Easter egg on like a shelf or
something like that, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that I don't know. I like the fact that it did pretty well, that one. Like compared to a lot of them, it was like because it was one of the earlier ones. Like it was one of the first fan games, and then later there are a lot more than there are a lot of them.
What are your thoughts on the new FNAF game?
Oh, Security Breach. I haven't played it, but I don't think it looks that good.
I haven't played a lot of it.
Mm.
I really hate it, and that's really controversial because everyone's nuts for it.
Yeah, I didn't think it looked that great. Didn't look terrible. It just didn't look. It didn't look like a FNAF game. It just kind of, I don't know.
It doesn't feel like one. It really doesn't. You're running around doing missions.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I was gonna compare it to something that didn't really make any sense. I was gonna say it's like Dead by Daylight, but it isn't really.
It kind of has similar mechanics. It feels like a fan game. That had too much funding.
Yeah. Because it's like it was like it's not not a Sony. It was released on other stuff. Like it's on Steam, I think. So it's not.
Yeah, it's expensive.
So it's not Sony, but I don't know. I can't remember who released it, but it's like It was...
I'm pretty sure it was made by Steelwool, and then they released it on PS4 first, and then PS5.
Yeah. So if you can hear downstairs, things going on downstairs. I have noise suppression, so hopefully that didn't make a sound. Anyway, I think if we're going more into the section of horror games, Slender, the classic.
The 8 pages.
I have Slender downloaded still on my computer.
Let's play. I
could do that as another Halloween thing. I mean, on like Monday, I'm uploading what is it? The My Halloween review. But then I might also it'll be easy to just also do a let's play of Slender. So
yeah, I think 10 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be an easy one to do. So I could do that. That'd be fun. But yeah, another game which I think had a lot of cultural impact on other horror games, like a lot of stuff, a lot more. Maybe not as many fan games as FNAF, but still a lot.
Yeah, definitely a lot of spin-offs. Like they take the same idea and just like copy it onto a different character.
Although I feel like I don't know how many like horror games in the past like also had the same mechanic of like going around finding things, find 8 things, or like find number of things and then get out. Because like I know because like you had like Granny after that and stuff.
Oh, I never got into that. I just
when it came out, I actually liked Granny, but like it's not a very good game nowadays. I don't know when it came out.
It doesn't hold up. The graphics don't hold up, that's for sure.
No, well, it was like a mobile game, but yeah.
True.
It's a pretty good mobile game, to be honest, but like, not the best. I don't know why it was as popular as it was. Like, out of all things to like explode and become popular, why freaking Granny?
Especially with the name, you'd think like.
You'd think that'll just be like a game you download on your phone and then delete like an hour later after you play it once.
Like, this looks so much fun. You spend like £5 and then like that was the most boring thing I've ever played.
It's not. I don't think it could be. It could have been worse. It just like I liked it.
It was good for a mobile game.
Yeah, but like if it was a Steam game, I feel like it wouldn't be as popular as it is.
Yeah,
or was. I don't think it's popular anymore. When did it come out? Like 2017.
Yeah, 17, 16. When dabbing was like a thing.
Yeah, because I feel like it was quite recently, but also I feel like it was ages ago. I don't know.
Yeah, but to be fair, if I said that FNAF came out like 12 years ago, you'd be like
12 years? No, it's not 10 years old yet. It's like
it's getting there.
It's like
it is getting
8,
it's 9,
8 or 9 years old, I think it is, which is pretty crazy. Even that, the fact that
that freaks me out.
Yeah, I think I can't remember whether I was right for the beginning or whether I was introduced like right before FNAF 2 came out.
You introduced it to me, so I think it was FNAF 1 had come out, and then the same year FNAF 2 came out because of the immediate success of the first one.
So it was probably a bit of both. It was like just before FNAF 2 came out, I guess.
Yeah, so people were doing playthroughs of the first one and the second one at the same time.
Oh yeah, true. Because I feel like FNAF 2 was like, I feel like as soon as I got into FNAF, I was just like, oh, you know, FNAF 2's been out for a while now, and I was like, what?
2 is like my favorite.
2 is actually like an amazing game. Not gonna lie.
That's my favorite. Still,
I know it's FNAF 4 as well. Mwah.
It still holds up, and I can't play it. I've not finished 4 because it scares me too much.
Really?
Like the sound element, I love it.
I played 4 on mobile, to be honest, but yeah, FNAF
In my
2, that
head,
was great.
that's where the games end. They end at FNAF 4.
Sister Location was okay.
It was nice for a game that didn't have Freddy and like the rest of the main characters. I liked it.
Yeah, I think it was. It felt more Five Nights at Freddy's than Security Breach, but it.
Oh, absolutely.
It differed more from the usual formula. That it was like quite creative, I think.
Because everyone was like, "Oh my god, FNAF!" But you can run around.
Yeah.
And that was like a lot of hype for that, I guess.
It was pretty. Yeah, it was. I feel like it was better for its time, maybe.
Oh, absolutely. If it came out now,
it hasn't aged as well, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, apart from FNAF, what else? So we went Slender, right?
Yeah, Slender. I feel there's not as much to say about Slender. I feel like I don't know. It happened. It's like the I don't know. It's sort of like the McDonald's of horror of early mid 2010s horror games. Actually, I don't know when it came out.
There was a lot of the Slenderman sighting videos.
But I don't.
If you remember them.
Yeah, I feel like it was still just as big as FNAF, but people never like respected it as much.
It was memed quicker at the time.
Yeah, it's not as. I don't know. I would say it's like just as big. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
But I feel like it's memed more as. I mean, FNAF isn't taken seriously either. Like FNAF is still
not
anymore. But like, FNAF is still memed a lot, which I honestly like. Having a game like die and then be memed after is probably better than it just being better than it just being dead. Because then at least yeah. I don't know which.
It's like if you look at Minecraft. That Minecraft did the whole thing of it was popular, it died, it was memed, it was popular,
and
now it's dead again.
Well, I feel like now it's popular and being memed at the same time almost.
Yeah, I guess, but I remember that time, like point in time where if you said you played Minecraft, everyone would be like,
yeah, the disrespect.
It's like if you tell people you play Among Us now, they're like,
yeah. But me personally, I'm not really. I mean, I'm not like an Among Us fan, but in terms of like Minecraft and Among Us and like even like things like Fortnite and stuff, I feel like it's very much annoying when people hate on something for being dead, even if like. And I get that there's like a lot of like the fan bases, a lot of like kids and stuff, but like it doesn't make the material itself bad. Like
just because it's like. That's like saying a kids show is hilarious and disgusting because it's a kids show. You're not like the main demographic.
Yeah, and even if like, and things like, sometimes I don't think this is gonna happen because it doesn't really happen with like movies and shows as much as games. But sometimes I worry that Breaking Bad is just gonna be like, oh, you watch Breaking Bad? That's so cringe. That's so 2020. Like. When it's like, it's still a masterpiece of a show, so like...
I've not seen it, but like, I keep seeing that my name is Walter White and I live at... And, like, I keep seeing them.
The Breaking Bad memes are funny in my opinion, but I just worry about what they'll do to the show.
Yeah. No, definitely, it's a good... I've heard it's a good show,
It's an amazing show, but like, I fear for its future. But we're just gonna have to hope that the common sense of mankind... perseveres. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, because then it might also ruin the experience for a lot of newcomers, which like, I think I've heard someone else say that as well. It's more so on the side of the memes, but like that's pretty hard to escape. And also, I can't hate on the memes too much because they are pretty funny.
I like the memes. I think they're hilarious. I don't understand them, but I love that.
A Discord mod once told.
Oh, that's so funny though. I love those.
Yeah, a Discord mod on a public server once told me off because in every single well, when I say told me off, they just told me to stop, because in every single channel I posted one image of kid named Finger with like and then a mod was just like stop, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it was
stop posting memes in general.
Stop posting kid named Finger in announcements. Actually no, because I think that was like read only, but still, like.
But they're funny. I like them memes.
I like the yeah. Yes, I can't remember how we got onto the topic of Breaking Bad, but anyway.
Well.
Oh well. What else we got? Limbo. That's a classic old horror game.
Oh,
Very I don't think it was a. Well, I say classic. I don't think it was classic as in the impact, but to me it was classic, and to my channel as well. Very important.
You can't think of your channel. I keep going to call it what it was called previously because I'm
Legend of Padgett.
Yes, I keep going to say that. But
yeah, I wonder what would happen if I kept Legend of Padgett and
it was unique.
It was unique.
But everyone knew your last name.
Yeah, true. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know why I changed it to Annoying Dog in like year 7, but it was like I mean it was a good move because that's when I started to actually do stuff. Mind you, that was if it wasn't for, and I hope you don't mind me bringing it up, Hello Neighbor in real life. If it wasn't for...
When is the part 3 coming? I'm waiting. We're all
exactly.
1.2 million views.
Yeah. That's
it made you.
It did make me, and let's just say I didn't keep up the views as much, but oh well. The growth.
You had a very weird fan base for that.
When I peaked in year 7. Which is hard to say, but it's true. I also really need the loo, so I'm gonna go and then be back in a second.
Hello.
I don't know what that was, but I changed. Also, I changed t-shirts because I was hot, and we're twinning on the My Chemical Romance. So
yeah.
So yes, indeed.
Emo.
Yes. I don't know whether I consider myself emo, but I do partake in emo things. So
you'll occasionally indulge in a
I dabble. I dabble. I have a few bits of jewelry. I yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I've got some bracelets. But yeah. Oh jeez.
You've got some bracelets of mine.
I have 4, I think. I don't know. So I'm a bit of a
good collection.
Bit of a
starting point.
Bit of a rookie, but
God, you're such a normie.
I'm such a normie. But yeah. I think we were talking about Limbo. A lot of people probably won't. A lot of people won't even know what Limbo is, which is weird to think about. Because I
feel like it was quite niche.
It was pretty niche. Yeah, I mean, if you weren't aware, it's essentially just like, how would you even a Hollow Knight? I guess it's bits of Hollow Knight.
It's like a kind of platformer that isn't.
Yeah, it's like puzzle. It's like a puzzle platformer. It had elements of Little Nightmares, I think, in there. Maybe.
Absolutely.
Even though I haven't played Little Nightmares or Hollow Knight actually, but it seems like it has elements of those things.
It's interesting. You should definitely check it out if you haven't played it. I would recommend.
There's a Switch game called, I think, I was gonna call it Dark Souls for a second. What is it? It's I don't know what it's called. I've forgotten. But I used to play it a lot, and it was like kind of like Limbo, but it wasn't a horror, but it was pretty fun. Although me saying this basically doesn't mean anything because I can't tell you the name of it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway,
I'm trying to think of like what have I seen on the Switch store.
I can't remember. It was maybe something Soul. It had Soul in the name, I think. It wasn't one of the Souls games. It wasn't like Demon Souls or anything. But yeah, it was like a 2D thing. I don't know. It was fairly niche, I think. I think it was like 3 quid. I think it was like 3 quid.
Switch store niche.
But yeah, it was pretty good. I also have a picture if I can remember the name of it. But yeah, Sonic.exe. What a classic horror game that was.
You got I don't know if you watched, I watched Dan and play it.
Of course, that's how I discovered it. I feel like that's all I really saw of it. Yeah.
Gaming channel they had.
Dan and Phil Games.
Oh, but there you go. Yep,
Yeah.
that.
I feel like they haven't. Last time they uploaded was like 3 years ago or something, which is sad. But yeah, I want more Dan and Phil Games.
I want more. What was that sim called?
Dill Halter.
Dill. Yes,
Man, I miss the Sim. Yeah, I miss their Sim series. It was so good.
And whenever they did Halloween, and they play on the Halloween games,
The Sims and the Spooky Week. I mean, I liked all of it, but like those two specifically were like the highlights. And then like,
absolutely.
The Dan and Phil Sims was like the best soap opera you'll ever.
There was just so much going on.
It's like Dream SMP, but like it's like early Dream SMP. But like
everyone was so invested on what's gonna happen in Dill's life.
Yeah, it was. These glasses are hurting on these headphones. I'm gonna have to take them off. Yeah, it was like the best YouTube soap opera around at the time.
Absolutely,
but
totally agree with you.
So very invested in what would happen to what was the son called?
Was it like an alien baby or something?
Something like
there was like
that. Wait,
yeah.
there was an alien baby at some point later on. Tabitha, that was the classic, another classic character.
I'm trying to remember the kid's name.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's the one with the crazy hair.
Yeah.
And then
I can't think of Dan and Phil anymore without thinking of that Halloween dress-up thing they did.
Hello, Dan and Phil Games. That was
oh, I think it was Phil dressed up as like a squid, and Dan goes as like a titan in that skin suit.
Oh, in that like cosplay video they did.
Yes,
I
loved that.
That was a good video. Like the Food Wars cosplay.
Yes,
that
was it. I loved
it. But it was just like a giant squid outfit. I never watched Food Wars.
Avoid the hentai jokes.
Avoid the hentai jokes. Yes, I never watched Food Wars. Apparently it was very horny.
For food?
Not for the food itself, but it was just a very horny show.
That's a vital fine little peach.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Apparently there's from what I've heard, I haven't seen the show, but apparently there's some tentacle stuff in the show. So
jaw on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. And it's weird to think that this was in an Amazing Phil video. Like that they, yeah. So that's interesting.
And people didn't know they were together. That is what shocked.
Yeah, well, like I didn't know. It went over my little head. But
yeah, but you were innocent.
Very true.
Small.
True. Yeah. I feel like some people obviously like joked about it, but like, yeah. I mean, technically they haven't said anything, but it's not like, I don't think they're trying to hide it, but like, they're not making it obvious, I guess.
I miss them, and I wish they'd come back to YouTube because obviously they don't. But like, I know Phil posts a lot now. Like, look at the stuff I bought from Fiverr.
Well, like Dan's still doing stuff now, but like, yeah.
Yeah, he recently
like Dystopia
did that.
Daily. I think.
Yeah.
I
still have the amazing book is fire.
Man, my sister had that. I read it once. It was classic.
I really liked it. It's what inspired me to want to go to Japan.
Yeah. Those day in the life videos of like in Australia and Japan and stuff.
Oh, I loved them. They were so good. They were actually so nostalgic.
Yeah. Which is half the aim of this thing, but also half horror. Oh well, it doesn't.
And that's very scary. What is scary?
What
segue.
Is scary? Segue. Yes, scary that we did think the last thing we were talking about was Sonic.exe. Yeah. Oh, Happy Wheels, the classic, not a horror game, but it has some horror, it has some classic traumatizing things.
I have a story from the other day. I was on the bus on the way home from work.
Yeah.
And my headphones had died, so I took my headphones off, and I was on my phone on Instagram, and I hear this really familiar tune, and I'm like, that, and it hit like a weird thing in my brain, and all of a sudden I like froze, and I was looking around for these like weeping angels, and my brain couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I looked over at the kid next to me. He was playing Happy Wheel on a level that was very reminiscent.
You don't mean
with clowns.
That level?
I mean that this actually happened. It's a true story.
That would be I did not think that Happy Wheels level, the hit Happy Wheels level drugs was that much of an icon in this was like recently as well.
Yeah, like the other week, I was on the bus and I was like,
that is crazy. You heard like the weeping angel screaming things. Yeah. Yeah,
no, I heard the theme song. I was like, that was really familiar. Anyway, it stops, and then I turn over, and there's a kid next to me, and he's playing this Happy Wheels like level on his phone because it's mobile now, and there's like a clown, and then there's like these statues, and I'm like, oh my god, no way!
That level?
It might have been like a rip-off, but my brain was traumatized.
The classic level though. It's the that's vintage right there. I swear, I'm also there was also the classic like I swear we used to do some sort of like weird like religious like make up weird horror stories about that clown as well.
You have just
it was like a fucking like religious cult of
so many memories.
This drugs clown. Yeah.
We just unlocked so many. I remember, I don't know where we were going, but we were coming back from school or something on a coach.
I'd probably say like that.
We were sat next to each other on the coach, and you were pointing out the window. What if he's related to the clown? What if he's related to the clown?
I don't remember that exactly, but that's probably something that I did. Yeah, that I did. That was just. I swear, like, whoever created that level probably didn't expect that two random kids would just make some sort of like backstory, cult/backstory about this random ass JPEG of a clown that got stuck into a Happy Wheels level.
You need to play it. You need to play it again.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Laugh at how stupid we were for being frightened of it.
That was the scariest shit ever.
It was. It was. I recommend everyone to go play that. If it's still, do you think it's like still up now?
I'll check. I remember it was on like the. It was one of like the. It wasn't one of the first ones that comes up, but you know, like you can like search for like fan made things, and there was a ton at like the beginning. It was always on that. It was always on the main thingy. I'm glad I have an ad blocker because this website that I'm having to play Happy Wheels on does not look safe.
Do you remember the original website of Happy Wheels? And it had that guy in the corner, and you could click on him, and he'd like say stuff. Do you remember
I completely forgot about that, but oh my god, yes.
And he'd like say really cryptic shit, really scary.
1 sec, the audio is very loud. Why is this scrolling so slow? Yeah, that website. Oh, I mean, wait, it was totaljerkface.com. I found the original. I found the original website. The guy, the wizard, he's in the corner. Hang on.
No, he's not!
I'm bringing up the tab. I'm not sure you'll be able to see it, but actually no. Wait, I'll share screen. I'll share screen, but
yeah, no, I need to see this. Does he still recognize us if you click on him?
Oh, he's not saying.
You are my new best friend.
Did he do it?
Wait, oh god, the audio. Put it on mute. There we go. I clicked on him and I was like, "You are my new best friend." It's like he still does it. It's still a thing. Let me share.
Can you like share that? I forgot. I don't know why that just came flooding back to me. I remember that being really scary.
I just like he's eating bread. He's eating bread.
Este burrito es muy bueno, pero necesito salsa verde.
He's speaking Spanish. Wait, how do I share screen?
How
do I share screen? Is it there it is.
It's a button at the bottom,
Go
I think.
live.
Oh, there, yeah, there.
There we go.
Oh!
Este burrito es muy bueno, pero necesito salsa verde. You are my new best friend.
Let me see if drugs is on here. Oh,
I remember that being so frightening. I'm sure he was like connected to the clown in our like.
Yeah.
Dude, thinking about it, you traumatized me so much as a child from introducing me to stuff.
Yeah. Are you seeing the screen?
Please tell me it's that one.
It looks like it. I seem to remember it being on the main page.
And you've got Timmy in the back, and he's like, Dad, I don't want to go by Jack.
Hang on, I'll play it now. It might be a tiny bit laggy because of the
The wizard.
Well, I was gonna say because of things running in the background, but building levels taking a while. There we go. I remember this thing. Oh, the little mascot for Total Jerkface.
That was so horrifying, and I don't remember why.
Unresponsive. Oh no. That's annoying. You just refreshed. Oh no, as soon as it loaded in, I refreshed. Oh my god.
No!
Who the hell's this?
Oh, he's different.
It's a different guy. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh damn. Alright, well, I'll just wait for it this time. It'll be worth the wait, hopefully.
You've broken Happy Wheels.
What, sorry? I've broken Happy Wheels, yeah. So join the Total Jerkface Discord server.
Oh my god, I wonder if that's still, like...
A thing.
Rammed with people.
I don't expect that it's very active, if so. What else did Total Jerkface even have? Just, like...
It was, like, very... Like, water... Fire girl.
Yeah.
Very, like... what is it? Flash?
Yeah,
games?
Yeah. Come to think of it, I'm surprised it still works on the original. Oh, there we go. I'm surprised it still works on the original because of Flash.
Surely that's not it.
No, I remember. This is definitely it. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah, you're driving over a lamppost. Doesn't he go to a drug dealer and he's like, hey, want to buy some...
Something
and then he like
that.
falls.
Oh, here we go.
I want to try some drugs!
No, thanks, sir. Drug... Oh. But, Dad... This is Timmy in the background.
Okay, yeah, let's use drugs first. Like...
Right. Whoa.
We're gonna see the clown!
We are gonna see the clown. This is a monumental moment. Oh my god.
I don't remember the hot dog.
Okay, no, you can't be crushed. Oh, am I gonna die? Hopefully I don't die. That'll be
yeah, try not to. Can't you kill the kid?
Oh god. Oh no. I'm still good at this game, I promise.
It's not been like 10 years.
There we go.
Oh! Little village.
Oh, okay. Oh jeez. Oh no. Sorry.
You killed that
I killed
man.
them. Oh, okay, I didn't...
It's coming up.
Oh, what the hell? Okay. Oh! You saw that, right? No, don't die now. Don't die now. Don't die now.
Come on, you can't die. This is too monumental. Do you have to get over?
How the hell am I gonna get over this?
This is too, like, historical.
How the hell am I supposed to get over it? Come on. I did this when I was something years old. Come on.
We were looking about, like, 7 or 8.
Hmm.
Come on, get a big
run
leap.
up.
Go over. We need to see the clown.
Oh my god. This is great game design. Hold on.
I think you've broken it.
Damn. You can see him right there.
Oh, he's
Let
like
me get over. Okay, my neck's broken, but knowing this game, that's not a okay, well, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Your arms are not... You don't have any arms.
I don't have any arms.
Oh,
this is fine. Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
That was
Whoa.
really underwhelming.
Whoa, that was. Oh, and I'm dead.
Well, that was underwhelming.
Well,
I must say, he doesn't look as scary as I remember.
That shook me to my core. That was.
It's not as. Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought it was gonna like hold up.
I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. It didn't even make a sound. I don't think I. Oh no, I put it on mute. Maybe that's why. Well.
I thought it used to scream.
I think it was like a boom sound, but I was on mute. Well, that was horrifying. I must say, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Oh, just checking over the shoulder. God, I'm give me the willies. I'm horrified. Oh God.
Right.
So, yes.
What's next on the agenda?
What are some old? I will say, we were talking before. There aren't that many nostalgic horror movies for us because we were born into the downfall or at least when we were old enough. When we were old enough to watch horror movies, at least, then like that was when horror movies weren't quite as good. Which I don't mean to sound like a snob, because there are some good modern horror movies out there. But certainly early 2010s, like mid 2010s, was pretty weak.
Yeah.
Like what?
We
what did
weren't
you even have?
old enough. We had unlimited internet access, completely unmonitored, but finding films and pirating them wasn't that easy in 2012.
Yeah, but like I don't know, that sort of era wasn't. I mean, like you could always like go watch like YouTube stuff on horror movies. Like I always used to watch like the Child's Play stuff and like all the Chucky movies. I used to watch all the stuff like that on like YouTube reviews and stuff and like breakdowns.
I do remember watching Insidious, which is still my favorite.
Damn, yeah, yeah. And I haven't seen Insidious yet, but it looks pretty good. It's James Wan, right? Who directed Saw and The Conjuring. The Conjuring is a movie I don't really like. I've got to be honest.
It's very boring.
It's just like a oh, there's a ghost over there.
It's like Paranormal Activity. I don't like that either.
Neither. I don't like Paranormal Activity. It's I would say Paranormal Activity is a bit better than The Conjuring, but like it's not that great.
It's kind of unique. I mean, it's like if Blair Witch.
Maybe. I don't like Blair Witch. Yeah. Either. Actually, Blair Witch is okay. But
it was found footage, and that was kind of original at the time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, at the time it was like
now
really original. People thought it was real, like for the time.
Yeah, that was weird. I'd never understood that.
Yeah, but like yeah, I don't know. I guess you could if you'd never seen a found footage movie, then you could like show someone it and saying, "Hey, this is a creepy video." But if it was released in cinemas, then I don't think.
Yeah.
It's
There's no forbidden tape at like Odeon.
Am I right in thinking that that like the director made the cast like hide themselves from social media for a few months? Or was that Cannibal Holocaust? I don't know.
They weren't allowed to have their phones, and they weren't allowed to like have access with their fans and stuff. So they had
to make you think, to add to the immersion. I think they do that with Cannibal Holocaust as well. Which you may have heard of. It's pretty infamous.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's pretty infamous for being like pretty fucked up with like animal abuse and stuff. So not fun. I haven't seen it, but yeah.
The recent, I've not seen it yet. Smile, that had really good marketing.
Yeah, weirdly it looked. Well, I mean, like it was weird because it looked. I mean, it kind of looked awful, and then apparently people say it's good. Like.
I thought it was going to be horrible, but I saw all the marketing.
Apparently it was good, which is weird. Was the marketing good? I don't know. I didn't really see the trailer properly. I just saw the signs on the buses and stuff and thought it looked shite from the tagline.
Well, they kind of... It was more in America because it was... Yeah. But they got, like, a few thousand people dispersed into different states to go to public places and just smile, like with regular clothes on, just really creepily smile for like 4 or 5 hours and not move.
That's
baseball game, shopping centres, and everyone was like, "What? Why are you okay?" And
that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
It was. Do you remember in 2016 the clown thing, the It movie?
I was like, man, the killer clowns were all the rage back then.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, I saw a killer clown last week."
They were like the hypest. I was like pretty. I was obsessed with it when it came out in 2017. Tell you what, have you seen Terrifier?
I haven't.
It
no.
was. Oh my god, I watched it recently. Guys, a gross movie. Like I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, your average killer clown shebang, but it was like dark. Like there was.
What's it about?
It was like probably like grindhousey. It's just like it barely has like a plot. It's just like a killer clown killing people pretty much. There's like it starts off with just like a it's like an interview with someone who's kind of got like a messed up face, saying she was like attacked by this clown, and then like that's you kind of find out that like that is the protagonist sort of like in the future.
Okay.
And then like yeah, it wasn't that good. It wasn't a great movie, but it was very gory. It was. I don't know.
I might watch that. It sounds quite good.
It wasn't amazing, but like it was yeah. It was alright though.
I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen American Horror Story?
I haven't seen it, but that's actually kind of a nostalgic thing though, because like I remember hearing a lot of stuff about it, like back in the day. So yeah.
I recommend the first season. There is a season with clowns. I really like that one. Also, the actor for that American Horror Story, Sarah Paulson, she has a lot of horror stuff.
Yeah.
If you know her, she was also in a film that's on Netflix called Run. It's a psychological horror. It's about a mum with child.
Wait, with what? Sorry.
It's a medical disorder where you force someone to just, like, be ill and you fake them being sick.
Oh, right.
So you can talk to them. It's really good. It's really good. I think she's also in Unsane. I really recommend that. That's a psychological horror.
I don't think I've seen that either.
It's framed, so, like, the camera angles are framed as someone filming this woman and her.
For someone what?
Someone, so like the framing of the film, like the camera angles is like as if someone is stalking the person.
Oh, okay, interesting.
They're like in bushes, you know, like it's really interesting. Yeah.
I watched. It's not a psychological. It's more just like a cheesy like found footage slasher. But like one of my like favorite horror movies that came out recently was Spree with Joe Keery. It wasn't like as like. Oh jeez, it wasn't like a masterpiece or anything, or like but like I just think it was like a lot of fun. Like
yeah,
last couple of years though with horror movies have been pretty solid. Like you've got like 2019 as well. You had like Us.
2019 was peak.
I know you got like Us and The Lighthouse and stuff like that.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah,
I love that. That was
Get Out was like 2017, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah, 2019 was a pretty good year for horror. I didn't like the Child's Play remake, but, you know, that was... There's always going to be some stinkers in horror in every year.
Yeah, especially with remakes. I find sequels, remakes, always kind of flop.
There are some good remakes. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake is alright. 2003.
I've not seen it.
2003, not 2022. Not the one where Leatherface gets cancelled on Twitter.
Your hashtag cancelled.
Yeah. But the 2003 one it's alright. It's not as good as the original, but it's alright.
Yeah.
That's loud. Hold on a minute. Yeah, you I don't know. There's some I don't know what other good remakes. Evil Dead remake. That's alright. That's pretty good.
Not seen it yet. I did recently. It's not a horror film. I recently was forced into watching Shaun of the Dead.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
It's so good. My favorite scene is where they're like beating to the thing of the song. It's really good.
I can't remember what song it is, but yeah, I do remember. I like I thought you were gonna say when they're throwing the records as projectiles.
I do like that. That is funny. I love it. It's so good.
It's like now. It's like I don't know. It's like now 93. throw it. It's like,
I thought it was going to be really cheesy, like Sharknado.
Oh,
like,
no, it's
levels of
genuinely really good.
But my partner was like, no, we should watch it together. So I sat down and I was just pissing myself. Like,
It's
the
so
fact that,
good, yeah.
you just realise it's so funny. I love
Edgar
it.
Wright is one of my favourite directors, I gotta say. Last Night in Soho, that came out the other, like 2 years ago maybe. That was really good.
2 or 3,
It's
yeah.
like, have you seen it?
I've seen some of it.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a lot of fun. I think it was like, again, one of my favourite horror movies the last couple of years, I would say.
They had good casting to say it was a more recent, I think.
Yeah. Two of my favourite horror directors, though, Wes Craven.
What is he doing?
He did original Nightmare on Elm Street and The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh my god, yes!
Do you like The Hills
yes,
Have
yes.
Eyes?
Yeah.
Hills Have Eyes is so good.
Outstanding, honestly.
The remake, I think, is like a little bit better than the original, just because it's like well, actually, no, I'd say it's quite a bit better than the original, just because it's like the same story, but it's like it just cleaned up all the slight problems.
Weird
with the original.
discrepancies.
Yeah, but the original's still a really good movie. It's also pretty good. I got a pretty good message behind it. Well, like the I like it. Wasn't just Grindhouse like grim.
I do like Grindhouse.
Yeah. A House of a Thousand Corpses. That's an alright one.
Yeah. It's kind of a classic. You kind of have to have a strong stomach.
Yeah.
I will say that originally I didn't like them, but I've kind of grown on Blumhouse Productions. They do a lot of good stuff.
I feel like I'm trying to like think of I hear that like phrase been tossed around a lot, but I'm not sure. I can't really think of what Blumhouse has really put out besides like rumors of the FNAF movie.
Oh, I know. I can't stand that because they've done a lot of. Oh, you've got me on the spot now.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of quite popular like Netflix movies.
Yeah.
But like they're quite accessible. If you can pull off what they've done, I can't actually remember now.
Insidious, apparently.
Yeah. Which is my favorite.
Also, Halloween Ends in 2018 Halloween. Happy Death Day. Not a great movie.
Oh my god, that was horrendous.
Yeah, not a great movie. Sinister.
Did you see? I don't know what it's called. I think it was
they did Get Out. Get Out.
Did they?
Yeah, apparently so.
I did not know that.
The Black Phone. That's supposed to be bad, according to people. I don't
Is
know.
that the one with the app? Or what's the one with
I've
the
never
app?
seen it, but I don't know.
It counts down until you die.
It's I don't know. Possibly. How do I see more? Maybe not. There's I guess they've had a mixed output then, but yeah.
They're very hit on this. I mean, Insidious was show-stopping. Like that was fantastic.
Like Rob Zombie movies, I feel like.
Oh my god!
I feel like they're also a bit hit on this. I don't know.
Have you seen the Monsters remake yet?
I haven't. No.
Is
it not good?
What is the film? The 3 films, the funny ones, the slapsticky horror ones.
I'll just Google.
I think there's 3 of them now.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
House of a Thousand Corpses. House of a Thousand Corpses was good. But like his Halloween movies weren't great.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what most of these are actually. Never heard of Devil's Rejects. Oh, Devil's Rejects. No, I have heard of it. I haven't seen it though. 31. That looks like a Killer Clown movie from 2016, which means it could either be okay at best or really bad.
Or it's riding the coattails of the It hype.
Yeah. Rob Zombie's Jaws? I assume that's a joke. Oh, yeah. It's on r/memes. r/memes, that's why. What, sorry?
I like his music.
Oh, yeah. Dragula? Banger.
Yeah, Dragula, Living Dead Girl.
That's my new intro, yeah.
Is it? Oh, of course it is your Halloween.
My Halloween, yeah. Although now I'm also using it as an outro just because it feels more natural, I think.
Yeah.
I got advice on to have an outro instead of an intro, but yeah.
I don't have either.
Fair enough.
I kind of start abruptly and end abruptly because then people don't know when it's finishing, so they don't.
Fair enough, yeah.
It's kind of bad, but
I
want to watch that.
I don't think I feel like I don't know. I feel like mine end fairly naturally.
Yeah. Nice segue.
I keep getting like Discord notifications, which is annoying. Let's see. Yes. So, I hate to. I said this earlier as well, but I hate to quote Ghostface. But what's your favorite scary movie?
Woo!
Yes. I would. I will have to go with. I'm not sure whether. Not. I feel like it's fairly niche, but I don't know if anyone's heard of Tetsuo the Iron Man. It is a. It's like a. It's a body horror about like a guy who he gets like almost like a virus off someone else, and he like slowly turns into metal, and it uses like it uses like stop motion, I guess, which like they don't look real because it's quite low budget, but they're very charming, like the animations. It's also like darkly comedic because there'll be scenes where they're just like two characters that just have like jet engines on their heels, and they'll just be going down the road at like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Like it's normal.
Yeah, and then like the two characters who both have this like virus, they like in the end they're like fighting, but in the end they merge together. And in the ending of the movie, they're just a massive blob. Spoilers, I guess. But like, at the end of the movie, they're a massive blob, and they just like want to take over the world together and make everything metal. And they're like, sure. And then it's just this massive blob speeding down the highway with like jet engines. It's so weird, and I love it so much.
Is it like serious, or is it taking the piss out of it?
It's a bit of both. It's from like the late 80s, 1989, I think.
Oh, right. There you go then,
It's
yeah.
like late 80s, like black and white, which I guess is more... It could be a budget reason, but I think it was more of just like an artistic thing. It's Japanese as well, so that's that makes a bit of sense.
If you could have mentioned that, it would have made more sense.
That would have made a bit more sense, yeah. So that's what probably my favorite horror movie, but I don't know about...
I tell you what I did watch recently. I watched the original black and white Addams Family. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Addams Families.
Funny.
I don't think I've seen any of the Addams Families.
From the 60s, I think.
Oh damn, yeah. I thought they were like 50s, maybe not, or maybe like 40s or 50s. But I guess I was off with that.
Like title cards, and they're all doing this.
When they're like comics in like the 40s, I don't know.
Yeah,
like a newspaper comic. Yeah.
It was like a script, like Garfield, the Addams Family.
And then below that, like all the way down, you had like the irrelevant stuff like Spot and like
yeah.
Really
like random.
Who's outside my house? Just a random van. Cool.
It's me.
Oh.
It's me.
Cool.
I've come to say hi.
Yes. The original like. I don't know. What are your stance on like OG 80s, like the slasher boom of like the early 80s?
So, I love. Well, it was very. I feel like you had to be there.
True. Yeah. Well,
obviously,
and we weren't.
Slashers still hold up today.
Yeah.
Like I will gladly watch Friday the 13th, the first one, and enjoy it. Like. Out of nostalgia for it being like, haha, they're teenagers and they are dying.
Fair enough. The last video I made though, I get the whole thing, but like it's just specifically Friday the 13th. Like my last video was just kind of ripping into it and how I just think it's really boring. But like
I watch it out of nostalgia.
But like the original, the original like the original Halloween and the original like Nightmare on Elm Street, they're both really good. Nightmare on Elm Street is quite a lot better, I think.
They do have, this is kind of off topic, but the guy that played Freddy Krueger, the actor, is coming to HorrorCon.
Really? Rob Englund?
Yeah.
Damn.
And so is Pinhead.
I didn't know Rob Englund was coming. That's cool. He was in he was in Stranger Things as well. He was I was gonna say he was Vecna. That was he's
Can you imagine?
I just stood Vecna just being like, "Die, bitch!" No, he was
grown old man.
Victor Creel. That's his name. Did you see the new season of Stranger Things? I thought it was kind of bad.
I'm gonna give a very controversial opinion.
I thought it was kind of bad.
I cannot stand Stranger Things whatsoever.
It is. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get that offended by it, but I really like the first season. I think the first season is really good.
They had a good idea, right? What is it, like 70s? It's set in or 80s?
80s, yeah. The first season I believe is set in 82. So yeah.
So they have a really good idea, and it's really, you get really invested in 11, and they're all kids, and it's all like, and then I think it slowly gets worse, and then season Vecna and Upside Down and Metallica
I hate season 4.
and Kate Bush running up that hill. It's all very
in your face nostalgia. And the people who watch Stranger Things and are like, they're not nostalgic for the 80s. Like,
exactly, the people that watch it.
They had never heard Running Up That Hill, and I didn't hear Running Up That Hill before I watched Stranger Things, so I can say that. But no one watching Stranger Things heard Running Up That Hill before Stranger Things came out.
I will say it hurt when I walked past the other day in a Hellfire Club shirt, and they're like, "Oh my god, have you heard there's a band? They're called Metallica." And they wanted to cry because, oh yeah, Master of Puppets, it's in this thing called Stranger Things. And I was like, oh my god, this generation really doesn't know who Metallica is.
Yeah. I didn't, yeah. I didn't even think Metallica was that old until
I didn't realize.
I thought it was like late 90s, or like early 2000s.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
But like, yeah, Ride the Lightning though, this best album, sidetrack. Ride the Lightning is great. I like Creeping Death. That's yeah. Anyway,
you've got to love Metallica.
But yeah, I think like the first season I think was pretty good. Well, actually, I think the first it's just I'm just a floating head in shot right now because I leaned down too much.
You just eyeing.
This is how.
Are you wearing a guilty?
There we go. I the first season I think was really good of Stranger Things. The second season I think was pretty ass, to be honest. And then season 3 was like a bit better, I think. Maybe it's like a bit of an improvement. And then season 4 was just
They try too hard. It's too mainstream now. It's too mainstream.
My biggest issue as well, the freaking fake out deaths is just
and you get really sad, and then everyone's crying on Twitter.
Hopper not being dead just kind of ruins season 3 for me. Because
it's too baiting. They bait you too much into feeling an emotion.
They gaslighted me. And
they gaslighted. He was never dead.
Like with Max, like either I was saying this to someone literally earlier today. Either they're gonna make her not die, which will be stupid. Because what's the point? Because then what's the point in everything the entire season? Or they'll kill her. In which case, why would you keep her? Why would you keep her alive for that long, and then kill her like in hospital?
Because either way they take her character's future, it's not going to be like interesting.
And Max was one of the best parts of season 4, like hands down.
Yeah, she was funny. Yeah, I liked her.
And she was really well written in season 4 as well. Like.
Absolutely, yeah. The way she kind of takes the piss out of
everyone.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why am I slightly laggy? That's weird.
You are. Am I laggy for you?
No, you're not laggy, but I am for some reason.
Yeah, your arm is in like 3 different places.
Just sort of trying to. Yeah.
Like a windmill.
Yes. It's like the Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's Stranger Things is overall I think it's like I hate the word mid, but I feel like in times of this in times of this mid kind of has to because it's not bad, but it's
not good.
It's not good. Although the first season I think is really good, but yeah.
They had a direction and they stuck to it, and it was interesting. But
yeah. What what kind of like horror animes are you? Are you into horror animes at all?
Actually, thank you for asking. I've been watching Parasite recently. If you've seen that.
1 minute.
Okay, now I'm invested. Hello.
Sorry. What were you saying about Parasite? I
Oh my god!
I love this series so much.
It's
one of my
so
favorite
good.
animes.
I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
Don't know spoilers. I watch it.
I'm not gonna spoil. Yeah. I've got how many? How many have I got? I'm on 5 of 8 of the manga.
There's only 8.
There's only 8 volumes, but they're pretty thick. Like.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! I've seen up to just after where his mum gets killed.
Ah, yeah, that's I believe that's end of the first. Yeah, that's end of this one, I think, or maybe it's like.
And you meet that guy who's also got like the weird hand thing going on.
Wait, what?
He meets that guy, and he's also like mutated. He's like in and out of hospital, but
yeah.
And he's staying in a hotel thing with that girl.
Oh yeah, and the guy with, I'm trying to be undescriptive as possible just in case I spoil something, but the guy with the chin.
Yes,
the guy with the chin. Yes. Okay, I was trying to be careful not to spoil.
No, it's so good.
I know,
I love it. I love horror anime. I didn't realize it could be so like actually good. I thought it'd be really cringy.
Yeah, I haven't read any. I've been planning on reading Junji Ito stuff for ages, but I haven't gotten around to it.
I've not really heard that many things about it, so I've kind of not been invested in it really.
It's yeah, I mean like. I really like the art style. Apparently the stories are really good, but I haven't given them a go, to be honest, so I don't know.
What would you class as a horror anime?
That's a good question, because a lot of the time horror animes aren't really supposed to be scary. Like, I would kind of consider Death Note sort of a horror.
I would, yeah, just like Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul as well. Tokyo Ghoul, I think the first thing in Tokyo Ghoul is like so close to perfection, and then they've ruined it. With everything else.
The first episode, I could just watch that over
I could watch
like,
the first season religiously every day.
So good. It's so good.
I kind of want to watch it tonight now. Like, it's...
Did you see the live action movie?
I haven't yet, but I know about it, and I might. Is it bad?
I got about 15 minutes in, and this man gets decapitated with like a ladders.
Right.
By a car. He's like the first guy he writes in the book, and the special effects are so atrociously low budget.
Yeah,
you can see the blood tube where the blood is meant to be coming out.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
But yeah, I like.
Would you? Sorry.
What? Sorry.
Would you class Black Butler as a horror or like edgy? Because there's a lot of murder and there's a lot of death.
I'm just gonna shut the door again, sorry. You get a lot of downstairs noises. I don't know if I would consider it a horror, but at the same time, if I'm considering Death Note a horror, then I guess so, because there is a lot of edge to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of angst, I'd say. I can call it angst.
I got the first volume of Black Butler, but I couldn't find any of the other, like... sorry, I can... Whenever we're going to, like, Waterstones or Forbidden Planet...
Yeah.
Or Forbidden Planet, they always have, like, 10, 11, 40...
I went to Waterstones in Kingsgate the other day, and I always go in, because I've got 1, 2, 3... I've got up to copy 6 of the manga for Black Butler. I've got the DVDs. And I always go in trying to find 7, 8, 9, 10. So even. And they had manga 27 and nothing else.
I've never seen like manga 2. Like, yeah.
Or 1 even. You've never seen it's
I bought one on eBay. I bought one on eBay and I couldn't even find 2 on eBay. Like,
mine is on eBay. Yeah, mine.
It's weird, but I don't know. The anime for Book of Circus though, that was pretty good. I didn't see any
on
new
Netflix,
anime.
It's labelled as season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't it technically? Isn't it? Well, what season is it?
So the season 1, which is following the first few mangas. Season 2 is only in the anime, Aloise and Claude. And then they have the OVAs, if you know what that is.
I know, yeah.
It's like just not canon.
Yeah, I know what OVAs are through JoJo. So.
Oh, well, there you go. It's like OVA, And then there's season 3, but I wouldn't class 4 episodes of OVAs as a season. I don't know.
Wait, so is Book of Circus an OVA?
Yeah, it's not canon.
I did not know that. Damn. That's all. That's the only bit. That's the only bit of anime I've seen of it.
It's really good. The movie is a movie as well.
Oh damn. But yeah, I loved Book of Circus. It was
good. I like the characters.
Come to think, I didn't I think I didn't see the other seasons of the anime for ages because they weren't on Netflix, and also because well, I mean, I couldn't like easily access like internet anime movies because like I didn't know how ad blockers worked. So as soon as I try and click on something, as soon as I clicked on something, it would either take me to Amazon Prime or just give me ads for things that I don't want to get ads for.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's one of those things that it's hard to navigate with.
I just like you click on anything and it opens up a link to Amazon Prime or like.
Oh, buy it here for $7.99.
Yeah, it's just like annoying. So it's hard to actually like navigate. But I've got like after getting an ad blocker, I just like catching up on years of things that I've missed out on.
Yes, everything that you haven't had like the opportunity.
I spent about a month just like watching like just watching every movie ever made. Like yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. I believe like one of the first things I watched on 123 movies on the hit site 123 movies. I think one of the first things I watched was like the Pirates and Adventurous Scientists, because I was like I have the entire internet. I have every single movie at my disposal. What's the first thing I want to watch? And I couldn't think of anything. And I was like, what's like a random movie from my childhood that I haven't seen in years that I just like kind of want to watch? And I was like, the Pirates and Adventurous Scientists.
Is that the claymation?
It's Aardman animation, yeah. And then...
I absolutely adore that. I watched it. It's got like
slightly curvaceous pirate.
I've seen it so many times, and it's so good. I saw it in the cinema, and I love that film.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that like massively well known. Yeah. And now I'm being looted by pirates, or whatever the line is.
You know the bit at the end with they're on the boat.
I think so. It's like the final battle, the epic final.
Yeah,
battle.
and she's got the massive butt on. It's like really comical.
Yeah, yeah, thick.
It's because they want to like get his dodo off. Thing.
Oh Jesus! Shook the desk. What was that? Sorry.
They want to get his dodo off.
Yeah, they wanted to get the dodo bird.
Yeah, and like let us eat him, and he's like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's a classic vintage movie right there. When
I'm gonna have to rewatch that now.
When did the Pirates? I'm misspelling this terribly, but you know.
You're gonna make me feel really old in a minute when you tell me when it came out.
That says the priests.
Priests and scientists.
Alright. It came out 2012. Pretty old. Not like
I was 4.
Damn. Yeah. That's
You were what?
I'm not
6?
sure. I'm not that old. I'm not that much older either. I would have been 5, I think. I don't know.
5.
I don't remember it coming out, but I remember watching it quite a bit.
That's insane.
Do you, I swear me and my sister are the only ones who have ever heard of this movie. Have you ever heard of a movie called Help, I'm a Fish?
No.
Well.
Help, I'm a fish.
Help, I'm a Fish. Hold on.
What's it about?
It's about a group of... It's released in the year 2000. I believe it was like a hand-drawn animation. Okay, I'm looking at the cast. Wait. Did I see that pop up right? I'm looking at the cast. It's got fucking Jesse Pinkman in it. I did not know that.
What?
It's got
what character?
A character called Chuck. I can't remember. I haven't seen it in about 10 years. but it had Alan Rickman, as in it had Alan Rickman and someone else, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's about a group of kids, or like a group of siblings that go. I think, if I'm remembering this right, they go to the beach and they get like this like potion on them, and they turn into fish, and then two fish from like under like the under like regular ass fish get turned into like smart fish. So like they're fish, just, and then there are some like villains who are like, there are some like fish that become really smart and they like become villains and want to do something. I don't know.
What drugs were you taking?
Alan Rickman plays the main villain fish, and he sings.
Of course he sings.
He sings. I can't remember what the song is, but according to my sister, he sings.
I hope this was real and you weren't.
I just googled it now.
Was it a fever dream?
I don't think it was a fever dream. Oh damn! This I'll send a photo. Oh man, there's this art style as well. It's the you know, I'm gonna. Where's my recording bar? I'm gonna. It was a banger movie from my childhood, though, that I'm not sure that many people are gonna remember. I don't know what studio released it, but it was
probably something that isn't in business anymore.
No, yeah, it wouldn't be like Disney or like anything. But like
a long lost.
It had enough budget. It had enough budget to get Alan Rickman. I guess whoever played Jesse Pinkman wasn't popular enough for when that was.
Yeah,
released. I wonder if that was his first movie. That'd be crazy if that was his first acting thing.
Imagine that's his rise to like stardom.
It's like,
oh, so sir, you're wanting to apply for this role. What was your first experience in cinema?
Fish. Yes.
Oh,
what a banger movie. I was yeah. I did unpause the recording. Cool. It'd be bad if I didn't. Yeah, I just realised we've gone this long without talking about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Topical.
I know, this is crazy. Yes, all right. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Timestamp. Help, I'm a fish.
Very similar things.
Yes. Yeah, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. What a emotional roller coaster of a series. We have a lot of history.
Did we first watch that together?
I think we watched it separately, but it was definitely a very big thing, like of us youths, but back in the day.
Well, I consider it for our generation, at least. I know it was niche.
Yeah,
until
it was niche until it wasn't.
Came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that niche. I feel like there were definitely, I don't know, that there were definitely a lot of like people from like primary school who watched it. I think. I
feel like if you've seen it once, you don't understand it. Like you can watch it in passing and be like, "Oh, that's frightening,"
and then forget about it.
And then you can be like, "Oh."
Not many people
and you can look at
were this like massive cult, like absolutely. I mean, it was popular enough so that like it became like the like face of film theory. So like I guess I feel like that. I feel like film theory probably elevated its popularity a lot. But
absolutely,
we were watching far before the film theory stuff came out.
Yeah,
like the film theory stuff came out like after episode 6 came out, and like
it was like 2 years after, and he was like, "Oh, I recently found this British thing."
Yeah, and like I remember like we were watching back when like 3 came out. Like
I remember when computers came out.
I remember when that came out. I feel like we came out. I feel like we started watching right as 3 came out, maybe.
3 really free. I remember you being scared of 5, and I'm still scared of 5.
Yeah, because it's gory. It is gory as shit.
He's like eating.
I know,
that's terrifying.
It's terrifying. Yeah, that freaked me the hell out. As a youth.
Yeah.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared surprisingly like holds up as like a good series. Like,
I feel like if you watch it back now, it still holds the same shock value.
it does,
as it used
which
to do.
is odd. Like, you wouldn't think it does, but like, it's still like a good series, and it's still like actually funny. Like, the intended humor is like actually there. People overlook the intended humor, maybe less so much in like the newer stuff, which is definitely more so comedy.
It's blatantly meant to
But
be,
people
like,
really
there's
focus
a
on like the older ones. They really focus on like the horror side. But like, I think like the humor in like the old ones is like underrated.
It's I think a classic example of that is in the 4th episode in the original series when he's only if there was some way we could find out the biggest building in the world.
Yeah.
And it's just dead silent.
Yeah.
And then the second the globe turns around, I'm a computer.
I like how it just like pokes Red Guy in the face, like it's.
And he's like, ow, that kind of hurt.
5 as well.
What's your name? Where do you live? What do you like?
5 is also like, as well as being the grossest, it's also kind of like, I don't know if it's the funniest, but it's also very funny. I like how like how the song is just like the lyrics do 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 do.
Like they just kind of make like, at the start. There's the can steak and chips.
Steak and chips. Yeah, it's just like
beef chips.
Oh, you hungry? You look to me.
And then there's always
No.
like halfway through the. He's got the big house. He's like, the naughty food goes out of the dog flap.
Yeah, and oh no, it's all broken and on the floor.
And he's kicking
He's
it.
like stomping on it.
And it's like that face, and it's like, oh, if it goes through your organs and the aspic plugs, and oh.
Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
And he's like, doesn't matter, just throw it away.
Yeah.
Don't eat on someone else's. But it's like also, it's so funny, and then it's horrifying.
And then at the end,
it
it's
really
like weirdly like the goriest thing that I'd ever seen at the time. It was like,
because it's so realistic.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty harrowing stuff.
I think the new series. Don't get me wrong, I was hyped for it.
I think you're about to have the same opinions on this. I think it's I feel like Wakey Wakey would have been better.
Thank you. I have been telling so many people didn't remember Wakey Wakey.
No one believes. Like, I was so hyped for like when the trailer for Wakey Wakey came out. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's like, it's everything I dreamed of. It's like a proper soap opera.
Perfect sequel.
Yeah, and then like I think it's like it was like it was cute, like the new series, but like I feel like it was just like didn't exactly. It was a bit underwhelming, I think.
There was. I understand they were with a. Is it All 4 they were on?
Yeah.
I understand they were with a TV network, and there are certain horror lines they couldn't for it being like a daytime show.
Yeah, the horror wasn't. It wasn't that. The horror aspect was definitely not as prominent. It was funny. It was really funny. Like the intended humor was still very good. Like
but it's more of a weird comedy now instead of a dark.
Yeah. The weird.
It's meant to disturb you.
The weird comedy is the weird comedy is pretty good. What about my shredder? That's pretty good. that was pretty good. And like you got.
I like his song at the end. When you meet the businessman, you must shake him by the hand.
I remember that. I probably I don't know. I
do like the episode where Duck Guy dies. And he's like, oh, I
yeah.
Yeah. And he's like in the closet singing.
Hey, whoa,
and
I didn't like that. the friggin' trumpet is the funniest shit.
Oh, I didn't like that.
You didn't like the trumpet?
It's because he's playing it. Oh, I didn't like that.
Hey, whoa, I didn't like that. Yeah.
No, I will say though, and this is going to be really controversial, I could not have hated the ending more with Leslie, the woman.
Yeah, that was just like, come on, like...
I mean, I will admit, there are certain points, you know, like in the intro, where they're all singing happily, and then Red Guy goes, and we're living in an actual nightmare! That was scary. Kind of like got me by surprise. And in the end, when it's the woman and she's with yellow guy, she's like, "You're not my real."
Yeah.
It was. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, I guess it's another like it's supposed to be like the what the fuck humor, but like I don't know. It was last episode was a bit underwhelming. I don't know. The third episode was what was the third episode? The family episode. That was pretty good at.
Oh my goodness, Rodney.
That was pretty good at. That was like pretty good horror wise. It's like the scariest, I think.
Was it Todney and
the other one?
What was it got? Lillian or something?
Like
Lily, Todney, and Lily.
It was like the thing like the family. It was like some like Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. Like it was actually pretty uncomfortable in a good way.
The dad, when they're all sat on the sofa, and the dad's just kind of there.
Yeah,
like,
that was like
big ass.
yeah, that was like genuinely quite like uncomfortable in a good way, which like.
And the bit at the end of the episode where Roy comes in,
yeah,
and yellow guy
like,
dresses their mum, and they're all eating the
yeah. Yeah, that was
That bit, I wish there was more songs. There's not enough songs.
Yeah, the songs were the songs like themselves were alright. I like the first song, like yeah, it's like
What's the first song?
It's like you can be da 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 da.
The briefcase and his brother, unemployed
Brendan.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, even though I'm older than him, and he punches the wall, he goes, that really hurts!
I love unemployed Brendan. That should be my Halloween costume. Unemployed Brendan.
I have a really, like, I was talking to my friend, me and my friend have been watching Don't Me, both really like it. And do you remember Stain Edwards, the blob, the pink blob?
Yeah. The new friend.
I like that character.
Yeah, and then he just gets like killed.
Stain Edwards.
And he just gets like killed.
Yeah, I liked that, but no, I liked the briefcase. You can be the one who types so fast on a computer. Clickety clacky clacky.
That episode was like also the first episode was pretty good. I like the I don't know these emotions. Shoves.
Oh, and they're in the factory screen. It's called like parts and bits and sums and pieces.
Yeah. Bits and parts. Like.
And they see the care hound.
The care hound.
Oh, I love that. And the red guy is in the office and he's got like a fax machine or something, and it's talking.
Yeah.
You should fire someone.
Yes. Yeah. It's like some. I feel like that episode was like, it could have been leading up to. I thought that episode was going to be leading up to like a bigger plot, but then at the end they just kind of brush it off, which I get is like that's like the joke of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's meant to be a time loop or something, apparently. Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have like I don't know. I just felt like it could have been a bit better. I mean, like film theory is probably gonna make some big thing that'll explain all of it and then change my mind.
I am waiting for that.
I know.
I am waiting.
I always assumed that it was going to be like the day it released, but it hasn't released yet, which is sad.
It's been a few months, but so controversial.
Yeah.
I liked the episode where they're in the car.
Oh yeah, it was alright. I don't know. I don't really remember much about it, so yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of.
It was a bit forgettable.
It was trying to be too lore heavy when we didn't understand the lore.
It was kind of. I just kind of forgettable in my opinion. I don't know.
I recently watched the compilation of Wakey Wakey. Someone put together a compilation.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was so good. It's like, yeah.
It was so funny.
I really wish that.
The bit where he the mayor's prize bowling ball.
The bowling ball, and like the cool yellow guy, like with the mohawk.
Drinks and speaking. Hey, no, don't do that. That's vandalism.
Yeah, that would have been so good if that was actually. I hope that maybe they'll like actually like do something with it in the future.
I'd like that as a season,
or at least to
maybe.
Release the pilot properly. That isn't like
you might as well.
That isn't recorded on like a camcorder in like the audience. Like
yeah, and there's that woman laughing every 2 seconds.
Thank you. I was scrolling through the comments looking for someone like to point out that like every
She was insufferable.
She was so annoying. I was just like, shut up. This is the only recording that exists of this episode. It's like, yeah, you know, I'd hope that it doesn't become like lost media or anything, because that'd be sad.
Oh, I do recently have been getting into lost media. Yeah. I watched Blame It on Hey.
I don't know much about it, I guess, but yeah.
I like it.
It's pretty interesting. Yeah, there's some. I don't know. I just hope I'm ahead again. I'm floating head again.
Yeah, you
will. I just hope that Wakey Wakey doesn't become lost media, because it was good.
I really hope they might as well release it if they've got it.
Exactly. Yeah.
The fans want to see it, and I think it would be a good business move.
They don't even need to make the other episodes if they haven't. They could just release that. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch it as like a mini film, I guess.
I kind of hope that they do like a DVD box set of Don't Hug Me.
I'd buy that.
I'd buy that. Yeah. I've been sort of getting into DVDs again recently. I have a couple up there. My Jurassic Park VHS that I got from my grandpa over here. But yeah, we've got like, oh jeez. I need to like, well, I need to buy some more like horror movie stuff, because I believe I've got Jaws in the attic, but like all I've really got here is like the only highlights are like the Austin Powers trilogy and like the Dark Knight and like.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Do I make you horny, baby? We got one of the best Marvel movies ever made.
I actually genuinely like that film.
I know, it's incredible. Unironically, it is actually great. Like, everyone hates on it, but like, it's so much better than most MCU stuff released today, because it's just fun.
I would rather watch that than Endgame.
Yeah, I hate it. Endgame was boring. Like, kind of like, but I loved Fantastic Four.
I have one DVD, and it was from a charity shop, and
like
it's gonna make me sound really old.
I like the Hatsune Miku.
It's Rocky Horror.
My sister's got a DVD of that, I think. I haven't seen Rocky Horror yet, I've got to be honest. But it looks really good. It's on my watch list.
Have you got Disney Plus? It's on Disney
have
Plus.
got Disney. Yeah, I gotta watch it like pretty soon.
It's Halloween. It's a
Carrey,
musical.
Yeah. Jim Carrey. Did I say Jim Carrey? I meant Tim Curry. Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meatloaf, isn't it?
What? Sorry.
Meatloaf, isn't it? The singer.
Oh right.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it in next month in London. You dress up, so everyone goes to the theatre, and it's like a live performance, and everyone dresses up as the characters, and you throw stuff.
That's pretty cool.
So,
yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But it's like a classic horror. It's like
yeah, very horny from what I've heard.
You have everyone's game.
Yeah.
You have to watch it twice to understand it, I think.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. It does look very good though. I gotta watch it. There's a great.
It's an 8 classic.
There's a great line in, I don't know if you've seen it, Jennifer's Body, which is my profile picture on Discord. I don't know if you noticed, but like there's a great line where it's like what's the name, like it's not like Eloise or something. Whoever like the emo kid is, it's just like Jennifer, want to go to a screening of Rocky Horror? And she's like, I'm not into boxing movies. And he's like, it's not a fucking boxing movie.
Oh, because Rocky,
yeah.
like, oh.
He's just like, it's not a fucking boxing movie. Okay, I'll see ya. Yeah, I love it.
No, it is really good. I recommend it.
Yeah, I also watch it pretty soon. But yeah, I think this probably brings this podcast to a close. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It's so interview. It's yeah. Anyway.
Long
form discussion. I'd say that probably. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed. If you want an Annoying Dog podcast, then that would be interesting. So yeah. Adios.